welcome to Week in Review. This is where we go back and take a look at the reviews we did last week, short snippets, and tell you what we think about them, and then you can go, if you want to see the full review, you can. Sam and Z were mostly editing all our playthroughs from the CMON Expo, so you're not going to see anything from them today, but we do have Andre, so let's get to that.
Hey guys, this week I have done a small game called Red 7. This game is not a new game, but it is a really decent game, which totally deserves the distinction here of having Dice Tower of Excellence and the Golden Geek nominee. So I checked this small card game out and I give you my opinion, and yeah, I like this game a lot, and just check it out. Well, see ya.
Hi guys, Jay from Breach18.com, and this week I reviewed a few games. So we'll start with highest, going down. So I gave Civilizations a 7, which is a game about gaining resources and buying ideas and programming, card play, action selection, that kind of stuff. And the next game I played was a dexterity game called Smugglers. I gave that a 6 because it was a lot of fun. Nothing too heavy, but it was fun. And then I played the dice chucking Others, and I'm giving that a 5 purely because it took ages to set up, ages to play for what essentially is dice chucking. The reason I'm giving it a 5 though, because I thought the artwork was great and obviously the miniatures were good and the overall quality of the components. Don't forget to check me out on social media, and of course I will see you again next time.
Okay, so from me, first of all, we have Mr. Game, which is so awful. That is all I'm going to say. Go watch a review if you want to watch me just destroy a game. Beta Bots. I really wanted to like this game. This whole idea of auctioning off for different parts to building up your robots, but it just didn't come through. Too much auctioning in it, really. And really the luck kind of destroyed any kind of planning for me. Tumble Tree is a game where you're just stacking leaves or round cards on top of a tree. Kids are going to enjoy this one, just like they'll enjoy Lumina, which is for younger kids. It's a memory style game as you try to move around a map finding fireflies. Then we have Checkpoint Charlie. This is a light deduction style game in which you're trying to figure out which cat is the spy. The bad cat, well, they're all bad, but you're trying to figure out which one is the suspect that matches the most. Then we have Boo. This is a very logical game where you're going to be moving through different doors on a map and trying to get from one spot to another. Think like Ricochet Robot style. We also have Ghostel, which I really enjoyed. This is a game where you have dice that you're dropping off in different areas. Your ghosts are trying to scare guests. You want to be the one who scares them the most. A few special abilities and different ways really kind of bring this up. I wasn't expecting much from it, but it was actually a lot of fun. Problem Picnic is another one geared towards kids, where you are throwing dice at the table, trying to bounce them on cards and have the most ants. Great production in this game, lots of fun. Unlock series. I went through the different Unlock games, 3 of them from Space Cowboys, and you'll note my rating here is a 7.5, but one of them I'd probably rate a 4. I disliked the one quite a bit because of just something it made you do. But for the most part, I really do like this series. I find it interesting. They do something different. And there's a replayability, not for the same group, but you can give it to someone else and they can play through it. I found it. This is like a Where's Waldo game for kids, which actually worked really well. A cooperative game working together. My kids loved it. The Chameleon. This is a redone of a review I did way back called Gooseberry, which no one watched because it sounds weird. The Chameleon is actually an excellent party game along the lines of Spyfall. If you like Spyfall or you like a word style game, this one is excellent, really great. I also did my first app review for Race for the Galaxy. If you guys like these app reviews, I might do more of them as time goes by, but this was an excellent implementation of the Race for the Galaxy game. And then Kemet. In my Why I Love series, Kemet's one of my favorite games of all times, so I spent a while telling you exactly why. Folks, that's all we did this week. We got more reviews coming for you next week. Until then, I'm Tom Vassell, and this has been Week in Review.